should have just said 9 o'clock.
Might as well.
And we're black.
Oh shit!
Damn, it was that fast?
It was that fast.
Shit, I think he was like, all right, yeah, we're about to go live. Boom, we're here.
Nah, here we are.
Shit, man, I ain't even wrong.
Can you put the camera on where we can see each other so I don't know if I look stupid?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
So that I do know if I look stupid?
Like, spoiler alert, you do.
Spoiler alert.
Well, at least I want to see me looking stupid. I don't want to just
be looking stupid.
Yeah.
Be looking stupid and not know about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Because it's less embarrassing if you know you look stupid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
You know.
What's good, y'all?
What up? What up? Sorry. I'm sitting over here playing on my phone trying to get this watch party shit going. What up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of The Dark Hour. As usual, I am one of your hosts, Jamie Chinatown.
It's your boy McDuffie.
Lavish. What's good, everybody?
Oh, did you drop the mic now? Now you just lavish?
Well, lavish Mike. I don't know. It depends, bro.
Okay, so just lavish. I just feel like...
Well, Mike, lavish Mike, Micah, bro. Just don't call me Michael or Mika. It's straight.
Got you.
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like if I'm at a bar and I'm trying to like find you or like I call your name, like I'm not gonna call you like lavish at the bar.
Well,
that might sound a little bit weird.
Is that
like,
it?
No, absolutely
nigga
right.
Lavish?
Who was it? Was it John, the big black dude? He was like, yeah, I told him my name is Lavish Mike. He's like, Lavish? Sound kind of gay. Like, like, fuck you mean?
Who
like,
says that to somebody?
Yeah, like that's not polite. First of all, and secondly, but secondly, I mean, like, people say lavish all the time. Lavish has nothing to do with like.
Yeah, like I feel like that's not one that I would call gay. Like,
Yeah, and I had to explain to this nigga my whole reasoning behind it. And since we're on the topic, I mean,
yeah, which is all
right. So, in my opinion, like everybody has their own lavish. You know what I'm saying? Like that just means to me, it means just like be the best you. Like Jesus Christ.
Was that me? I think that was me. My
Yeah,
bad.
I don't know, it's all good, but that just means being the best you. Like if lavish to you is, you know, buying a brand new pair of Skechers, then you know what I'm saying? Then cool, live it, do your
Right.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody has their thing that makes them feel better.
Right.
So yeah.
I feel that.
That's why I always say stay lavish.
Okay.
Like
I feel that. I think like to me, the important thing to take away from that is that everybody needs to have their own lavish. Like, yes, but make sure that you're not trying to live somebody else's lavish. Like,
Well,
for
yeah.
example, I can't live Jay-Z's lavish. Like,
right, you can't.
right.
I can't either.
Yo, there was an article posted about Jay-Z where he had gone out for a night in like New York, and I think the tab was like 72 G's, and then like he tipped like 18 grand on that or something like that. So he basically had a $90,000 night out in New York, and people were like, "Oh, that's so irresponsible. How many scholarships you could have given away? How many kids you could have fed?" First of all, everybody
Talk to your fucking president, bitch.
facts, like absolutely.
I'm sorry, I hate to be that guy, but nigga,
But like at the same time, here's the deal.
y'all act like Jay-Z is still like he's rich, of course, but nigga, why don't y'all talk to the Amazon dude or you know
Jeff Bezos.
yeah, or fucking all them like Bill Gates and them, all them niggas is way richer than Jay-Z.
It's
But
funny
here-
we're holding Jay-Z to a higher standard than the president.
Oh yeah, I mean
You should be spending your money on the kids and shit like that, you know. But
Right, but there's so many things that go into that. Like, here's what I saw in that. For one thing, somebody working at a bar just got an $18,000 tip. Like, bitch, as far as I'm concerned, they just paid off
That
their
changed their
college.
life, yeah, bro.
Like, if you're a
People are
college
complaining
student,
that it wasn't 18% though.
shut the fuck up.
Hey, but wait a second.
Like,
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that. So, but you know, in my opinion, that's still $18,000.
right, like,
Yeah.
nigga, you gonna go back to Jay-Z and be like, oh, you tip like shit. Like, man, if you don't shut the fuck up before he goes,
It was
like,
probably simple bottle service too. There was no appetizers.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I am sorry. There's got to be a certain like limit to like yes, I get it. Like you tip based on your bill, but at the same time, like it takes you the same amount of effort to give me a Bud Light on draft as it does to get me like the craft beer that you have on tap. So why am I paying you $2 for the craft beer tip and like only like it doesn't make sense. It's $2 for you to do the same job either way, basically.
Right.
It's an extra $2 because I got a more expensive beer. Like at some point, when does it become like you walked in the back, opened a cooler, brought me a bottle?
True.
I double your tip because I bought a more expensive bottle? Like, oh, I'm sorry, you had to reach on a higher shelf and you're short. Like, man, what? Come on. Come on.
Okay,
Take
well-
your 18 grand and be happy, first of all. But also, here's the other thing I hate about that story.
Honestly, though, I don't think I would be upset though, nigga. That's $18,000.
That's 18 G's.
$1,000.
Like, how many people were working? You know what I'm saying? Say, like, if it was
If it's 18 of them, then each of them got $1,000.
And y'all still shouldn't be mad.
Fuck no.
that's $1,000.
You came up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But something tells me though, and the reason why I'm very adamant about the 20% thing is because, you know, let's just dumb it all the way down to a $72 tab, right?
Right.
Think like, we all go to fucking Social House. When somebody spends $72, what's happening? We're all running the fuck around, having to get all these fucking shots for people. They gotta tell me, yo, Micah, run in the back and grab fucking 12 bottles of champagne. So I gotta go run all the way to the back, grab 12 bottles of champagne just for when I get back. They gonna be like, oh, Micah, can you also get some mango White Claws? Now I gotta go to the fucking office because somebody forgot to put the White Claws in the walk-in. So now I gotta go do that. Then I gotta go put them bitches on ice. Then I gotta set it down for me to come back and all the Coronas are gone. So now I gotta go refill the fucking box of Coronas. I'll get to you in a second. Now I gotta
Why
get
you
to,
bad, son? Tell me why you bad.
now I gotta fill up all the fucking Coronas because now all these niggas want Coronas, and then now they want to get a whole bottle of Hennessy. So we only got one bottle of Hennessy, right?
Shit.
So I gotta do that. Then DJ's like, Micah, you gotta go to the store and get another bottle of Hennessy. So now I gotta fucking leave. Mind you, all this time there's 100 dishes sitting right there getting racked up that none of the bartenders are helping me with. So while I go and get the fucking Hennessy for your ass, you know what I'm saying? I come back and now I got all this other shit to do. And then, so I just did all that sweating and shit. Y'all see me working. Y'all see how I am when I work, right?
Right.
All that shit. And all right, that's way more than $72.
That's what I was gonna say. My first question.
But what I'm trying to say is that because this happened before, there are times when people spent like, you know, $400 or $500 up at the bar,
Yeah.
and then, you know, they tip like ass, you know,
Right.
Like, bro, you got to think of all the shit that comes with spending that kind of money. So you got to think for Jay-Z to tip $18,000, you know, first of all, to spend $72,000. Can you imagine all the shit that had to get, bro? Ain't no way they had $72,000 worth of shit in there.
But
Ain't no way. They probably had to send a runner like many a times.
So here's the thing, though. First of all, we just established, by the way, that social house and bartenders don't do dishes because they're lazy as fuck.
No.
So
Wait. That's what I heard. No.
I heard, bro.
First of all, y'all can suck my ass because y'all not about to have me getting hemmed up. They're watching this. Like, are you fucking kidding me? No. But listen. It's not that they can't do it. Or sorry, it's not that they're too lazy. But it's that they're fucking like they're busy, you know, because they're running around trying to get other people and shit too. So I'm not saying
because if you're that busy, the drinks that they're making are why you're busy because you're trying to refill their shit so they can keep pouring.
right, exactly.
Yeah, I get you.
So
Right.
it's literally a teamwork thing, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm not like necessarily blaming them. I'm just saying that's part of it. Like that's just what it is. Like, you know, if they helping me, then that means they're a bartender short. And, you know, now it's less drinks being made. So I get it, you know.
So to the lady viewers watching, this is what your man's face will look like when he's trying to talk his way out of some shit. When you don't caught his ass.
See what had happened was.
Right. Because she was trying to pour the drink. That's all I meant.
That sounds real familiar, Jamie.
You know what? All right. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
On a side note,
Yeah. Moving right along.
on a side note, we have some viewers on Twitch. Sherry said, "Chug your beers."
Chug your beers. Are you gonna buy us more? Like shit, beer's precious.
We have a beer money button on there.
Wait. What are you doing? Put it down. Here you go, Devin. No.
Oh, we really doing this one?
Leave that one.
Oh, why are we doing this? Why?
Because she said
so.
it's something to do.
Damn it.
To the face.
If you check our info tab, we do have a beer money button.
Jesus Christ.
I believe a 6-pack is about $5.99 now. Said, "Hey, y'all dope for that."
It was $9.99.
It's $9.99 for a 12-pack now.
Woo! No, for a 6-pack of Bud Light, it's $9.99.
Oh God. Jesus, I am sorry if y'all had to hear me burp when I was doing that because that shit was getting way too fucking bad.
Yeah, I heard y'all gulping this shit. I was like, man, they probably be like, what the fuck are these niggas doing?
I was like, I'm not gonna look like no bitch on camera. Like,
Yeah, absolutely not.
Especially how them hot takes go. You ain't gonna have me.
Speaking of that, real quick, I just want to address something that happened last week
God damn it.
on the Dark Hour. All right, I've never eaten ass. Okay. All right, this is some bullshit. We're gonna stop it right now.
Yo, he's had
All right?
enough.
Hey, Derek.
Are you pulling
Fuck
R.
you,
Kelly?
Derek.
Yo, you
Anybody eat
pulling-
no ass, man.
You pulling R. Kelly right now?
Yeah, right? Yo, you really are. Y'all ain't no ass. Y'all killing me with this. I just want to see my kids. my kids.
Turn around. Eating ass this, eating ass that. Ain't nobody eating ass.
Shit, man.
All right, and y'all can't prove it. Now, moving on.
Might as well get on the R. Kelly topic. Might as well go here because we got dudes lying everywhere.
Hey, just put the R. Kelly face on Devin.
Yeah, please.
Just put the R. Kelly face on Devin.
Nah, bro.
It's fucking classic.
God damn, I'm still burping and shit. God.
Bro, yeah, we just chugged a whole ass beer.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know why we did that shit when we know we got to keep talking.
Because we ain't no bitch.
I mean, facts, but still,
no
goddamn. Anyway, so if y'all don't already know, R. Kelly got brought up on more charges recently that came out after the documentary Surviving R. Kelly, where a bunch of women came together and talked, well, a bunch of people came together and told their stories of their interactions with R. Kelly and his inappropriate contact with underage women. So a lot of these women were coming forward, telling their stories on what happened, and a lot of the stories lined up a lot, and there was a lot of evidence, blah, blah, blah. He got indicted on some charges. Now he's going through some shit. For the first time, he spoke publicly about it in an interview with Gayle King. And I think it was a PR move where he was trying to recover some sympathy from the public opinion. He didn't do it right. Like, he really, really didn't do it right. Like, that's like cheating on somebody and trying to apologize and then getting mad at them for accusing you of cheating. Like, you're like,
Yo, I'm sorry I cheated on you. I don't forgive you. The fuck you mean you don't forgive me, bitch? Like I said, I was fucking sorry. Like, nah, that'd be
you get whack ass head. That's why I cheated anyway, bitch. Like, that doesn't work. That's not. You don't win
Yo,
that fight.
that is a direct example of half the niggas that come up to social house. Hey, girl, you cute? Can I get your number? No. All right, well, fuck you too, then, you ugly bitch.
I have never understood. Never understood.
Nah,
that.
it's a save. They're trying to save them. They're trying to save their like pride, you know.
If I see you do that, you look like a fucking child. Like,
Low key, you just look like a straight bitch. Like I don't know how many times like I got homegirls that'll like send me screenshots of like their DMs. I'm just like, oh, these niggas are bold as fuck. Like,
right.
y'all talk so heavy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, bro, just take the no and move on, my nigga. Like,
Exactly.
it ain't for everybody.
Right.
You
Like,
know?
and she, like, when you call her ugly, like, fuck you, you ugly anyway. Like, nigga, first off, you just tried to slide. So you already know you're lying.
So you ugly then.
Right, exactly. So you need to raise your standards.
And in my opinion, that's more of an insult. That bitch is ugly and then she still told you no?
Right.
Yeah, for real.
You know?
Exactly.
So, I mean,
Damn, I can't even pull the
nigga,
ugly one.
if you just get, like, you lose either way.
Right.
You might as well just be like, all right, and just walk away.
Right. Like, that, for one thing, I never understood. The other thing is, like you said, they're trying to save face for their friends or whatever. But, like, why do dudes clown each other for getting shot down when we all fucking do it? Like, we go through the same shit. We all done
Alright,
done it
so-
before. Like, unless you got a 100% success rate, shut the fuck up.
All right, now here's my thing. Now, the only reason said that wrong. The only way that I'll clown one of my homies for getting shut down is if he does it wrong. Like, bro, it'd be one thing, like, I don't know, some bitches be doing niggas foul, and it's funny. It's happened to me before, you know?
Right.
Like, it's just funny at the moment. Like, there was a time when it was bad, but it was cool because I got my karma right away. So, honestly, this woman was walking out the bathroom at Social House, actually. I just started working there. It was, like, back in, like, August or something. And she had some toilet paper on the bottom of her shoe.
Right.
And she was with her homegirl that was drunk. And I just walked up to her. I was behind her. I just went to tap her on the shoulder like, hey, excuse me. And I was just trying to tell her she had toilet paper on her shoe. Her homegirl snapped. Get the fuck away from her. She's got a boyfriend. No. I'm like, I was like, I just wanted to, nope. Fuck you. Get away. I'm like, okay, cool. For the rest of the night, this happened. This was like at 11. Literally from 11 to like they left, she still had the toilet paper on the bottom of her shoe. I'm just like, so you did all that shit for your homegirl,
And you couldn't
and you
tell her
didn't,
she had
you
shit on her
couldn't
fucking
think to
shoe.
look down for 0.1 seconds to see that this bitch had toilet paper on the bottom of her shoe. That was probably the reason why people kept walking up to her.
Right.
So you kind of set your homegirl up for failure,
Right.
you know?
Well, and like, if you got a man, like, never mind. I'm not gonna.
Where the fuck your boyfriend at? Why your boyfriend?
I was gonna say some shit like
Why
that.
your
but I-
boyfriend didn't notice you had toilet paper on the bottom of your shoe?
Right.
Like, I don't know.
I get you.
It's always the
Like-
ugly. It's always the ugly homegirl that be cock blocking hard as fuck too.
Yeah,
Right.
man.
Like, come on.
Ain't nobody
There's a
pushing
market
her.
for ugly women too. Like, you can get you. Like, you can still get a man. There's thirsty niggas out here.
Right, exactly. Like, there's some dudes out here in a pussy drought. These niggas ain't had a taste in a minute. Find one of them dudes and they will eat you like it's the last thing they ever eat. Like they ain't had a meal in a minute. I'm talking like all of it. Like, let me not get too gross on here, but go find you one. They're out there. You gotta make sure none of my church friends watch. I hope my mom ain't hear that.
Now you want to check for that shit.
Yeah, now I'm checking.
I'll laugh.
That's funny. Oh, I'll be praying for you, young Jamie.
Please do. Hey, if any of y'all watching or praying, people, please, because God ain't taking my calls no more. So, no, let me stop playing before I get struck. God, I'm sorry. I was just playing around.
No, that's cool. He ain't taking my calls either.
Oh my god.
He left me on red. I was texting his ass. Well, yeah, you trying to help a nigga out or no?
He probably sitting
He hit
there
me
like,
with the all right. I'll get to you in a minute.
hit you with the K. There's
Yeah.
a one-letter K text.
Oh shit, good time.
Jesus. Hey, can we get a reload on beer since we just had to chug half of our pack?
Well, that's all. That's all it is.
Yeah, you see the problem with chugging
all
the
I
fucking
had.
beer at the beginning of the show?
Oh yeah. Okay, good point.
The stretch, can you help us out with that one?
Shout out to the
You
Twitch
have a
user
minute?
who made us do that.
Yeah. Damn. What do you do?
Whoever did that.
Got to do it for the viewers, man.
I mean,
Well, I thought, see, because every time I come up here, it's always BYOB, so I figured I'd just go and get me a 6-pack. But you know what? That's okay because we're all learning lessons, right? So next time, I'll show up with like a 36.
Bring the whole 18.
oh, bro, I've showed up with a 32-ounce Corona just for me, and ain't nobody else on the show had beer. I had a big-ass fucking Corona.
Yeah.
The entire episode. I was happy as a bitch, too. I ain't
Man,
give a
that's funny.
shit.
How the fuck are we traveling drunks and then forget to do the one thing that we're supposed to be doing?
I mean, like, we had enough beer for the episode. It happens. It happens.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay. We got a reload coming. Anyway, though,
Yeah.
back to this R. Kelly shit. The thing that bothered me about all this is, like, it was an 80-minute interview.
Yeah.
They talked for an hour and 20 minutes straight. And I have not seen more than the same 5 minutes of footage replayed over and over.
Yeah.
So, when you talk about media bias and fake news and all the nonsense that goes on with the news, it's hard for me to take the news summary of it seriously when y'all haven't posted the full interview anywhere. It'd be different if I could go look up the full interview and watch the whole thing for myself and then see the highlights. But I can't. I can't. All I can see is what y'all are presenting. So y'all cut 80 minutes down to 5 to paint a picture of him that ultimately is what y'all wanted to paint.
Yeah.
Because had y'all never shown certain scenes of him, he wouldn't come off looking a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to wait because Stretch has the picture of it he's going to put up in a minute. But there are these pictures of him standing up and yelling over Gayle.
I watched that part.
I saw that.
There's only like a 10-minute segment on YouTube that I was watching.
Yeah, I saw that. What did y'all think? What if, first of all, let's just go down a hypothetical path. What if R. Kelly really is innocent?
Then he's innocent.
But,
I
with
just
the
don't
way
see
the
that
world,
being very likely.
it's not very likely.
I feel like they're gonna figure out a way. I don't know what they be doing. Good looking dog. But no, they be doing some.
Thank you.
I don't know, bro. Like at this point, you know, they take so long to accumulate all this information and like all this stuff that shit could have been made up a long time ago.
Right.
So long that you know that it could be considered the truth. Nobody knows. Even history has been made up.
Right.
The shit that we learn in school, half of it isn't even real.
Yep.
Somebody went through and lied about some shit, and then it sounded real. It sounded realistic, so that was like, all right.
History is written by the victor. In the words of my favorite Call of Duty game. Video games and shit. No, but I remember learning about that when who did we study? Oh, it was something about why the U.S. is so great, basically, right? It was like one of the things that makes the U.S. so great and survive for so long is that our Constitution is changeable and amendable. That's why we're gonna last like so long or whatever. And I'm like, aren't we the youngest nation that's a superpower? I mean, not counting like I guess issues and changing hands in certain Asian countries or whatever, but like Britain's been Britain for like ages before we were what we are. France, like all these places have been like. Anyway, never mind. Back to R. Kelly. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm sorry. I got ADHD. I can't fucking focus sometimes. Can you put up the picture of him with his arm up, like over Gayle King when they were like he looked like he's like threatening to her or whatever? So this picture bothered me a lot because this picture alone looks like he's finna slap the fuck out of Gayle King. Looks like he's gonna give her the backhand from God.
You know what this looks like? That picture looks exactly like.
Leave it up for a minute, please. Leave it up. We're gonna talk about this.
Y'all seen Get Out, right?
Yeah.
Remember when he was like, Rose, give me the fucking keys. Give me the keys, Rose. That's what that looked like.
It does though.
Y'all seen a meme where it was like, Gayle King was like, you know, me patiently waiting for my weed, and then he's like, my plug yelling at his baby mama. Man.
Leave it up! Leave the picture up 1 more minute because I want to point something out to y'all. So I was watching this and like me and my girl like watching interviews like this and trying to analyze what's going on and stuff. And I told like this picture didn't sit right with me because of the situation. If you talk to Gayle King about what happened, she never felt threatened. She never felt like he was coming at her, coming after her. So I'm sitting there thinking, why does this picture look so threatening and so demanding? Look at where his eye line is going. He's not even looking at Gayle King. There's a camera behind Gayle. There's other, like from the interview, if you look at it, you'll see what's like certain camera shots from that camera. And you remember he's addressing the public. He's like, remember he goes, is this camera on? And he looks at it and says, I did not do this. He's talking to the same camera or like, might have been a different one on the other side or whatever. But he's doing the same thing. He's looking at, so he's aggressive and he's losing his fucking mind. But he's not trying to threaten Gayle or intimidate her.
Well, yeah,
he's talking to the American public about what situation he's in.
Yeah, that's the way that the media twists the shit up, bro.
Right.
It is what it is, bro.
But you take a fucking picture like this of the two of them just in that situation, and of course it distorts it so that you don't see his chair. You see it look like he's in her space and all this stuff. Which he is. He definitely didn't need to step forward like that. But you have him towering over her like he's gonna beat the hell out of her. And it's like she never felt threatened. He never said a threatening word to her.
She also doesn't have, 20 plus years of allegations against her either.
Right?
Can I take the picture down now?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. My bad. I just needed to like people to see that because that shit is still bothering me.
Bro.
Now look, is he guilty? Probably. Like shit. Whenever I see a dude that like look, first off, black men, PSA. Whenever you're accused of a bunch of shit and a lot of people saw you and there's witnesses and cameras and shit, and your first response is, they lying on me. You sound guilty. You sound guilty as fuck. Like
Okay, so but
that's the guilty man.
now the only
anthem.
fucked up part about that is that, I mean, what else can you say?
I'm talking about
Like, if some shit didn't happen, what the fuck are you gonna say?
I'm not saying that claim that they were lying is false. I'm saying the way he said it.
Oh yeah, they lying on me.
me.
They telling a story.
It's the same shit of like, see what happened was, whatever you say after that is a goddamn lie. Like, just the phrasing of that.
That's literally my favorite phrase. See, what had happened was,
You might come across and tell the truth on that, but ain't nobody gonna believe you after what had happened was.
Right.
Like, out like that, I don't believe.
that's the
shit you
funny
saying
part
now.
about it.
And
Like-
Twitch user Orion said, just watch this. He's not addressing her. He's tired of the pressure from the public.
Exactly.
Thank you. See,
Because his ass keep getting made into memes. But here's exactly, all right. Here's how I
But he
feel
said
about
because
this.
Sherry said he wants to see an interview with him and Alex Jones.
who? Alex Jones.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know who the fuck Alex Jones is.
See, now I kind of feel bad because I laughed because I thought that y'all knew who that person was.
Infowars, guys. Infowars.
Infowars. Okay, got you.
Okay, I don't know much about
I
that.
don't know.
I mean, I don't watch it, but I know what Infowars is.
Oh, okay,
Right.
word.
Never heard of it.
Anyway, though, I just feel like when you know what allegation, like you knew you were going into that interview, you knew that these allegations were like that were going to be brought up, and you were going to be questioned on it. And Gayle King was on him. She did not just give him grace whenever he said, "Oh, they're lying." Oh, okay. Well, then she was like, "It's hard to believe you when you say that." She felt it to his face. I don't necessarily believe
Well,
that
yeah, it's
because
hard to
of-
believe. You got fucking 40 bitches saying that you did something, and then
Exactly.
you're one person, and you ain't got nobody to vouch for you. You ain't got no homies. You ain't got no Can't nobody say it. I mean, no, because yo, there's a thread going around that's like text your homie being like, wasn't I with you last night? And then seeing how they respond. And if it's your real homie, they'll be like, yeah, you was with me last night. We did this, and that. You know, he didn't even have that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even have a homie that just was like, man, no, he wouldn't fuck with them bitches. He was kicking it with me. Like nothing. He was by himself.
Exactly.
You know,
there's nobody that
the fucked up part about it is that, you know, if it's two women that are like, oh, R. Kelly did me this way, and then, you know, one of their homegirls is like, oh damn, R. Kelly got money. We could probably get a bunch of money out this nigga. Like, yo, he did this to me too. Oh, okay, girl, I'll vouch for you. And then that just happens a lot. Right. You know?
Yep.
It's foul, but I mean, that's how they do it. That's one way.
And the bad part is,
I never got accused of no shit like that, so it's really hard for me to try to understand from his perspective. But one thing that I will never do is that if I'm ever like, you know, on the media all the time, I will never show that kind of emotion, because the media doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
Nobody cares. Like, bro, you see all this sad shit happening, and people make this shit out of comedy, and unfortunately, we over here laughing about it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And then, but the way I feel about it is, well, don't do stupid shit.
Right.
The same shit with 6ix9ine, the same shit with what's his nuts with Tyrese, the same shit with the niggas at the Fire Festival.
What did Tyrese do?
Well, he didn't do nothing. He was just on there crying. What do you want from me?
Yo, come on, man.
That ain't gonna do nothing.
I really feel like every celebrity needs to have like a publicist or somebody that is like a gateway before they post something. Like,
and some people actually have that.
You need that.
Yeah.
Like, you need to, like, first of all, you shouldn't be writing your own tweets anymore. You should have somebody that's paid in your staff, like your media specialist, whatever the fuck, that tweets for you, and you just say shit out loud, like, yo, tweet this for me, blah, blah. And then they need to have the common sense to be like, that's dumb, I'm not doing it.
Or to just say it in an intellectual way. Like, if I want to be like, hey, write a tweet talking about, yo, these bitches ain't shit. And be like, you know, on behalf of, you know, blah, 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 like, it has occurred to me that, you know what I'm saying? Like, make it sound smart.
Right, exactly. Like, rephrase that shit somehow. Like,
right.
Shit, I'm not the fucking poet. It's your job.
Exactly. I don't know. But I'm not a huge social media rat anyway. Like, I don't really be on there, like, posting a bunch of shit and saying a bunch of shit.
I'm really in it for the memes.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I even, you know, I don't really be on shit.
No,
but that's the thing that sucks about being, like, an artist. I have to fucking, they expect me to be on social media all the time. And I'm just like, man, for what?
Right.
Like, y'all know what the fuck I do every day. I don't have to post it every day. That shit boring.
Yo,
like,
what if you just had to like post like everything? Like, woke up, masturbated,
but that's
brush my teeth, ate
gotta give people what they want, right?
That's what DJ Khaled did.
Did he for real?
Well, no, not about jacking off, but like, but no, like he was. I used to follow him on Snap until I just realized like this nigga is annoying.
He's really
annoying.
Ain't doing nothing.
Nah, he's inspiring, man. He's inspiring.
My ass, bro.
Annoyingly inspiring.
Bro, this nigga, he'll have a Snapchat of him ordering food at the restaurant. He's like, because it costs to eat, right? No shit, nigga. Like what you? All right, bet. So, but he did it, so he's an inspiration. Nah, and everybody's like, yo, you absolutely right. It does cost to eat.
I think
kind of shit is that?
Is he wrong?
No, but who cares? But you already knew that.
You know, he's restating like
that's like
we already know.
That's like Bill Nye
sits down your throat. You know?
That's like Bill Nye hopping up and making a video like, hey, the sky is blue. And then everybody like, oh.
Or Bill Nye makes a 30.
You right about that, nigga.
For real?
What if Bill Nye just made a 30-minute episode and put ice on a table and was like, if you leave ice out at room temperature, it melts. And it was a 30-minute video and everybody watched it. That's the equivalent. Like that's the equivalent. That's the comparison.
So watch as the ice starts to disintegrate into water.
If you look at the crystal structure inside, it just goes away.
Bro, you know what's fucked up is that I feel like he will have a very like somebody will be posting shit about like, yo, that shit crazy. You see, it was a block at first, and now it ain't. Like,
but there's shit around it though now. Like it made it water.
This shit crazy.
Like,
and if I high shit,
high as fuck.
Exactly. Right. Of course.
Staring deep into the water, like, bro, that shit crazy.
Honestly, what would it be like to go back and watch all those Bill Nye videos? Like, if you like get high first and then watch all that Bill Nye.
I wonder, cause low key, I kind of want to do that.
That would probably be pretty fucking fun.
Trying to find them low key. You know, there's some shit that you keep that in mind.
Before you lose your mind on that, I will say the funniest shit that DJ Khaled did was he got lost in Miami in
I
like the
remember
bay
this
in
shit.
Miami.
Back when I used to
Didn't know
follow
where the
him.
fuck he was, but kept Snapchatting while not knowing where he was.
The whole fucking time.
And then he pulled up at somebody's mansion. He was like, "Yo, I finally found a house. I don't know whose house this is, but I'm gonna ask for directions." And like 30 seconds later, Rick Ross posts a snap like, "Yo, why the fuck is DJ Khaled pulled up at my port right now?" Like he just pulls up at Rick Ross's house on a jet ski, like waving his arms, like needing help and shit. And Rick Ross is like, "Yo, what the fuck is this dumbass doing?"
How does nigga have a phone on a jet ski and didn't drop it in the water?
DJ Khaled?
Man, that shit crazy.
Master Sensei writes in that DJ Khaled is a slave to social media.
Yeah, he gets
No,
paid.
for sure.
He gets
Whoa,
paid
for sure. But he's endorsed. I mean,
I wouldn't
Back up,
say a slave. You know, if they paying me a whole bunch of shit just so I can make some snaps about my everyday life, then
Who's paying him though is the question.
I don't fucking
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Snapchat is paying
Yes.
him heavy.
Oh,
Snapchat
He is the
cutting him
single
a
highest
fucking
followed
check.
user.
For real?
Yes.
Yeah. He snaps
My
his
bad.
whole life, dog. He is always on Snapchat.
But-
they paying him heavy.
Yeah, and then he gets endorsed on like commercials and shit. Like that time he was mowing the grass, he was like, "Now my lawn got to fade."
Oh my God, no.
Nigga, so does mine. Like, what do you mean? Like, we pay somebody to come mow our shit every week. Like, our lawn also has a fade, and so do a lot of lawns out here.
Nah, some of them got like that Caesar cut. And
Some motherfuckers ain't got no grass.
some of them got the step up, the Gumby.
That golf grass.
But see,
Yeah,
here's
that'd
my,
be lit though.
but here's my problem when you say shit like slave. What has him enslaved? Like, there's a difference between working for something, like, or for someone or whatever, like a job, and then like being a
My
slave to
opinion.
something. There are people that are slaves to their jobs. There are people that are in either a whole lot of debt or have a whole lot of bills or whatever the situation may be that are slaves to their job. Where if you don't have that job, you literally like can't survive another day. That to me is considered modern day slavery, in my opinion. When you are
Yeah, I
just,
was just about to. I agree with you.
when you can barely work to eat, that is modern day slavery. I'm not saying you don't need, everybody isn't going to be living lavish, you know, but at the same time, like, if you, I'm trying not to get on a whole like financial rant here.
But here's the response. He's doing it for the money, of course, but don't you think he has some instructions to follow or something?
I mean,
Well, yeah,
no,
like
for
he
sure.
probably can't say the
I mean,
N-word
it's a
on his
job.
Snapchat.
Okay, here's how I feel about that. Now, it's a job.
He's got
When you go to work,
this,
when you go to your
when,
job, you can't do whatever the fuck you want, right?
Right.
I can't go to the bar and just whip my dick out.
I would love to have my balls out all day.
Yeah,
with my
if
job.
you want
I mean, I can, but then I'm gonna lose my job.
Exactly.
Depending on who's working. But
Wait, so who could be working? You're not gonna lose your job. I need a name.
stop.
I'm trying to make him name names.
Wait, we don't do promotions, right? Oh, that's the main thing y'all told me, right?
Right.
All right, then we ain't making nobody famous. And it's no one. It doesn't matter who's working. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, if the owners come in and they see my dick out, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You recanted that statement so fast.
low key, I did. Yeah, it doesn't help that a lot of y'all know where I work. But regardless, actually, whatever. That's not the point. The point is that, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
All he has to do is record himself, and he's getting way more money than we are.
Right.
And we're out here busting our ass. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, me working at a bar, I think it's a little bit different because, I mean, it's service. I'm just, I'm helping you out, you helping me out type shit. That's the way that I feel about it. But, I made less money doing construction where I'm out here breaking my fucking back and shit, doing all this shit just so I can be able to eat some ramen for another week. You know what I mean? Like,
Just to have enough energy to go back to work.
so, are you like, is that person saying that hard labor is the way to do it? Because, I mean, this isn't the 60s.
Another response. Slave was a strong word. Sorry about that. But I meant it in a sense that he used to be himself, like acting freely. But now because of his deals with Snapchats and brands, he has to be in character at most times.
Okay, that does make sense.
He lost his
However,
artist vibe.
and that does make sense, and I feel where you're coming from because now I guarantee that he has a certain requirement for posting so much in a day. He probably can't just go a week without posting. They're gonna be pissed off that they're paying him. So he probably has a posting requirement. He probably can't do a lot of certain things on his post. I guarantee he probably doesn't Snapchat his sex life, which thank God because nobody wants to see that shit anyway. But like there's some
Yo, did you that DJ Khaled? Yeah. And another one. Yo, we out here. It's just me and my wife making love. You know, unfortunately, I feel like a lot of people would still Major Key. Major Key. Give me the Major Key.
Yeah, he's about to bust the Major Key alert.
They don't want me to bust this nut on her back. So I'm making her bust this nut on her back.
Another one. Another one.
They don't want me to bust this nut on her back. You know what's funny?
She didn't want me to nut in her eye, so I nutted in her
Bro, you
eye.
know what's crazy is that people would watch it.
Right, like
You know?
his views
Right.
probably skyrocket.
I mean, not I said the fly, but I mean other people. But regardless,
But
I mean, he's getting a check for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, it might not even be that he's not being himself. It might be that he's being himself.
and keep in mind that
All he has to do is just record him being himself.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
But keep in
Orion
mind also,
chimes in. Basically, he's the character he created.
correct, and that's the other thing is that keep in mind that all
Well, and
celebrities have 2 Snapchats. They all have the Snapchat that they put out for their world and their persona, for their tours and all that, and then they probably have a private account that only their friends and family have. You know what I mean? Like, they're like fucking porn stars have different accounts on all social medias that are for obviously porn, and then for like their family and shit. Like, everyone, this is not like this is not news or unreal. It's just that Khaled makes his own Snapchat. Most people have it other places. You know what I mean? So yes, does he have to perform on Snapchat? But yes, that's because Snapchat booked an artist. They booked a performer, so yes, he performs.
Well, it's just crazy. I mean, it's just his image. Just all artists have that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that they're being fake. It's that this is who they've always been.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're just showing the world this is who I am. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I like to keep my shit private. I don't really be on social media like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be on Instagram all the time taking pictures because I do the same shit every fucking day. Like, it's gonna be the same shit. Wake up, smoke, go to school, smoke some
PSA,
more.
can we stop having people post videos and pictures or whatever of blunts that they roll? I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit when you
No.
pick up-
What if it's a good blunt?
I don't give a fuck. It's still just a fucking blunt.
Okay, but
You know what they look like?
yeah, the only time that it's funny is if it's a shitty blunt. Is when people are like, because I've done that before.
Maybe you could appreciate the quality of the blunt.
I mean, sure, but nobody cares, bro. I'm not smoking it. What the fuck is your blunt gonna do to me?
Yeah. Right.
Inspire you.
Now, the only time I'll ever be on Snapchat smoking is when I have something to say. Like if I'm talking shit and I just so happen to be smoking, then that's just what it is.
I can't stand
Which is fine.
female smoking and just listening to a song. I can't fucking
Fucking
stand
lip
that shit.
syncing, lip syncing,
Yeah,
whatever.
that shit.
Like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck
That
on,
shit pissed me the fuck off.
like, we know the song. We heard it 472 times on the radio already.
Right, exactly.
It's a little 0.5 gram joint. Get that shit out of here. You ain't getting high off of that shit, bitch.
You sound mad, you alright?
No, I'm just saying, because I agree. I'm just, everything I say sounds like a rant. Because I just,
Well, when you end it with bitch, like, yeah, you sound aggressive.
well, bitch is a funny word. It's actually one of my favorite words. I'm glad I learned it when I was like probably 4. It's one of my first like 10 words. I think. And
I said, bitch.
And I said, they would just go back and forth like, bitch. Yo, Key and Peele. Yo, real quick though, can I just say like shout out to Jordan Peele because that nigga's a fucking
Yo, he's making some
legend,
money.
bro. He's really out here doing his thing.
I really fuck with Jordan Peele.
It's just crazy because like he's like, you know, the whole Key and Peele shit, that's all funny stuff.
Yeah.
And yet he dropped 2 movies that are like horror films.
Has the horror film come out yet? The new one, the
Us.
Us.
I don't think
So
it's
here's
gonna
why we shouldn't see on that. So, and I have not researched it, so I could be saying complete bullshit right now, as I usually do. So stress don't call me out about my lack of research. But in the previews, I caught one phrase where I guess whatever the demons are, like a mirror image of you or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was like they think like we think, which is funny to me only because the joke is always in every horror movie. Black people are always watching what the characters do, and they're like, "Why the fuck would you open the door? Why the fuck are you looking out the window? Who the fuck goes outside and says, what was that noise? What the fuck?" So I want to see what it's like when the people inside are all black and not playing that game. We're not doing the
think
whole
about
like,
that.
Like we hear a gunshot, we're laying on the floor. That's it. Done. We're not looking out windows.
Yes, I'll just chill down here.
Right? Like, what was that noise? I don't know. Let's go the other way. Like,
all I know is it came from that way, so
exactly.
Right.
take it off the opposite direction.
I don't need to know exactly what it was. I know that I don't want no part of it.
Exactly.
Right? So I want to see how the horror movie plays out. If Jordan Peele plays that joke through and that mentality through, you know what I'm saying?
If it's
that might be funny.
If it's like a they think like we think thing, is that kind of makes us feel like that sounds weird to me because it's like that just goes to show that all of us have these real deep, dark, nasty thoughts inside that we don't like. That's how it makes me. It's a horror film, and then it says they think like we think. It makes it seem like one of y'all niggas is like, yo, if this nigga Micah don't shut up, I'm gonna slit his throat. You're not gonna do it. But you're just thinking like, yo, if I was grimy, I would straight do it. But these niggas are actually about it.
Right.
These guys are like, all right, I'm gonna actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Twitch comment. Shortest horror movie ever, Haunted House. Boys, let's get the fuck out. The end.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the one with fucking Marlon Wayans in it. No, that's you know what I'm talking about.
I don't think this has been made because it'd be short. It'd be
That's what you're saying.
No, there is a movie called The Haunted House. It's a fucking what you call it? It's a parody. It's like a funny movie.
Oh, gosh.
It's got Marlon Wayans in it and like one of the Maori twins.
Oh, really? I might need to look that up.
What the fuck, bro? This shit came out when I was like, I don't know, but yo, you gotta watch it. It's funny.
Well, yo,
you never heard that? I don't give a fuck, Keisha. You never heard that?
I feel like that's familiar, but I don't know what it's from.
Bro, what? How y'all niggas ain't never seen it before?
I don't know at all.
Jesus Christ, y'all got me on Twitch looking mad stupid.
I just haven't seen it. You've seen something I haven't. That's fine.
No, it's all good.
But there's a board game that I played. It's called Betrayal, and it's actually a pretty fun game. But the whole premise of it is like you and your friends discover a haunted house, and you guys walk inside the front door just to see what's going on. As soon as you walk in, the door closes, and now you have to figure out your way out. When they were explaining the whole game to me and the whole rules to me, I was like, question, why the fuck did we go in the house?
Exactly. What was in there?
And they're like, it's a board game. Why would you ask that? I'm like, because I wouldn't do stupid shit like this.
Like, why would you ask that? Y'all just randomly walk into fucking houses?
Right. Like, none of y'all had that question about this game. Nobody, I'm the first person in here to think of this shit. I'm the genius that thought, let's not go in the fucking house.
Granted, when I was in high school, I used to hang out with a bunch of white kids. You know, I had to move to the suburbs. So there's like this haunted hospital, like probably 10 minutes away from my house in the hometown I was in.
You saying that with a serious face?
Yeah, it really happened.
Was it really haunted?
I suppose. It was abandoned. Okay, not haunted, but it was abandoned.
Okay.
I assume the homeless people live in there. I would. It's a big ass hospital with nothing in it.
Right.
You know? It's mad creepy. So anyway, like I said, I was hanging out with a bunch of white kids and they brought a Ouija board.
See, nigga. Where was you even at to buy a Ouija board?
Where was you even What do you want me to say? I told you I lived in white people, bro. I lived in the suburbs.
Talking about a Ouija board.
They figured out a way to find one. Anyway, regardless, they was like, yo, and I didn't know this at first. They was like, yo, Mike, you want to hang out? We'll come pick you up. I said, cool. I was bored. I was chilling at the crib, whatever. And so, yeah, that happened. So, long story short, I didn't go in that fucking place. They went in there. I just chilled in the car with the doors locked in the back seat.
Did they die?
No, they came back.
Did you keep the keys when they went in?
No, I didn't.
Because I would have been like, look, y'all got 25 minutes.
You see them all running out? You just see me take off?
You just sit there and look at your clock. 24:52. 24:53. That shit hit 25 and they're coming out the door. Wait.
Yeah. Wait, what are y'all running from? Like, let's see if I can see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but I don't need to go in abandoned stuff. There's a reason why it's abandoned.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? That just means maybe you shouldn't go in there.
White folks be curious, man. They be real fucking curious.
That's why all these scary movies are.
I feel like every different like group has a weird thing though. Like, okay, if we're gonna say that the white people are always curious and they always want to go searching through or whatever.
Yeah.
I also feel like Hispanic people or families will be like, look, there's about 15, 16 of us. Whatever's in there can't take all of us. Let's go. Like, they're just ready to fight immediately. Like,
okay, black people?
We sit.
We're done. We're leaving. We out.
We chill in the house and smoke a bunch of weed.
Like, yo, y'all heard about that abandoned house down the street? Yeah, bro, y'all wanna go check it out? Bitch, you don't roll that fucking blunt and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, you can check it out. I'm gonna be right here.
and like when you,
But tell me how it is though.
but like when you run back and you're freaked out trying to get help to destroy whatever it is, you run in the house.
Gonna be like, told your ass not to go down there.
You should have stayed your ass home.
Hit the
You should have stayed your ass.
Your dumb
right
ass
here.
go down there. Yeah.
We said it. Hold on, you better. Are you possessed before I pass you this blunt?
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't put your possessed ass lips on my blunt.
right? Have us all fucking possessed. Got me fucked up, bro. Fuck that. That's funny,
Catching demon possession by sharing a blunt.
bro. I'd be so mad. Like, bro, you really got me possessed. Fuck you. Like,
Yo, y'all on the way to heaven floating up together. You're like, stupid ass.
but nah, I don't need to deal with anything haunted.
Right.
That's probably why the black people die first in movies. But I think it's just because they like forget they forget their part. They forget they don't have any other lines.
Speaking of black, a little bit of black trivia. LL Cool J is the first black person to live through the entire horror movie. What movie was it?
I don't know.
Halloween
But
H2O.
so it
What?
Halloween H2O.
At least I think the one I'm thinking of came out before that.
I have no idea.
Deep Blue Sea.
Never seen it.
That's a horror movie?
Yes, they get trapped underwater with a fucking shark in like whatever the fuck they're in, and it literally is just like showing up out of nowhere, killing people.
And he lived through this.
Yeah, he does. The other black guy didn't.
okay.
Halloween
So,
H2O was before. Actually, no, you might be right. It's close.
but actually, an Anaconda and Anaconda 2. Granted, those aren't like scary movies, but I mean, those niggas is getting ate up by snakes. So, do what you will with that information. But Morris Chestnut made it all the way through in Anaconda, and Ice Cube made it all the way through too.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's dope. I think Deep Blue Sea might have been. So basically, that's evolution. That's people. We're evolving as a culture.
Those aren't even
Black
horror
people can
films,
live
though.
now.
That's like wildlife shit, which is so funny because like black people stay away from wildlife. We don't give a fuck. We're not doing nothing like that.
Nah.
Hey, bro, y'all trying to go to the forest? No, we don't go to no fucking forest.
Nigga, for what?
Yeah, exactly. What business do we got in the fucking woods? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do we need to fucking sail on a damn rusty ass boat all the way across the river for?
We don't.
Do you think we're missing out though?
No.
What?
Half of them niggas died. What the fuck you mean? If we all at the crib,
But the ones that lived had a damn good time.
no, they didn't. Them niggas, bro, their friends died.
It's like, all right, if everybody goes in the forest and whatever, and they find buried treasure, every motherfucker finds some buried treasure, then
That's
I might be
one
missing
thing.
out,
Right.
And I'm okay with missing out on that.
Especially if, bro, because if I'm
But they
dead,
just had
I'm
a good
still ain't
fucking
getting that
time.
treasure. If I die, I still ain't gonna win nothing.
Right.
I'm just saying.
If they just had a good fucking time, nah, bro, I'm good on that.
If you my bro and you go and get some treasure and come back, then we bros. You don't have to split that shit.
Right.
I appreciate you for going and making that trip, but niggas is broke, so you trying to be the bro or not? If I make it, everybody makes it.
I'm just saying. So
Nah, but
I have friends of all over the spectrum, right? And I have a friend that his family and blah blah whatever. They like to go tubing every once in a while. They get on the boat and somebody gets on the inner tube and they pull you around the lake and eventually they throw you off, that kind of shit, right? When I saw that lake, I was like, I ain't going to that fucking lake. I'm not gonna fucking do it. And here's why I'm not gonna fucking do it. One, because I don't trust your dumb ass to stop laughing long enough to come save my black ass. So I'm not gonna fucking do it, right? He was like, look, man, there's nothing to be worried about this lake. I was like, false, we live in Florida, bitch. Gators everywhere. Fuck that, I'm not going
yeah,
to that fucking
no.
lake.
Ain't
He was
no.
like, he was
Fuck
like,
that.
he was like, look, man, no gators ever been seen in this lake. And I'm like, but you don't have evidence that they're not in there, do you? He was like, no one has ever died of it. I was like, have y'all ever had black people out here? He was like, what does that have to do with it? I was like, we smell better. Like, what the fuck you mean?
We also can't swim.
Right, like I can't run like you.
I mean, I can
Speak
swim.
for yourself.
I can swim. What I'm saying is,
I can fucking swim.
He was like, but
Okay, but I'm just saying with the stereotype. All right, so we can
stereotype.
swim. All right, so in that case, we'll say 4 in every 32 black people can fucking swim. All right, regardless, the odds are still. But then again, if you know your ass can't swim, then why are you even near water? So you kind of deserve to die at that point.
But when I brought that up,
nobody
know how
deserves to
that
die.
stereotype
But,
came
about.
you know, I'm not finna go skydiving without no parachute.
But I brought
You know what
that
I'm
up.
saying?
I brought that up, and he was like, "So you think that white people can outswim a gator?" I was like, "I don't know what the fuck y'all can do." Shit. And he was
I don't know if
like-
I can outswim a gator or not, but I'd rather just not even figure it out.
He was like, "Yo, you're dumb." I was like, "I might be dumb, but I'm alive, right?"
Sure.
Anyway, so we go back in the house. We're like, I ain't going on that lake. Fuck that. And this asshole gets me to drinking. And you know, you drink, you be feeling invincible and shit. And so we go hanging out.
Speak for you.
His family is like, yo, we're gonna go get on the boat and take it around the lake real quick. I'm like, I'm not going to that fucking lake. He was like, look, we're just getting on the boat and riding around. You don't have to get on the tube. You don't have to do any of that. You're not gonna get thrown in the lake. You're in the steel, like this metal boat that's not gonna like, you can't get touched by a gator even if there is one there. I was like, all right, bet. I'll get on the boat, but I ain't doing no dumb shit,
Right.
right?
You know what's crazy is that, real quick, I'll let you finish.
Go ahead.
But when you drunk, all they gotta be like is, oh, I didn't know you was a bitch. Like,
Let me talk. So
What?
it gets
Nigga.
yo, get me on that boat. Fuck a life jacket. I don't need no boat. Or wait, sorry, I don't need a life jacket. I ain't no bitch. Let's go then.
So-
and then after you sober up, be like, why the fuck I get on that boat? Like,
Right, exactly. So his friend, or we all get on the boat with his siblings and all that, right? And he's like, I think he's basically the oldest. So we're all out there, we're having a good old time, and like 1 or 2 of them get on the tube, they're having fun. Like they get back, I'm like, yo, they look like they're having a pretty good fucking time. Like they're enjoying the fuck out of this shit, right? What got me was his little brother that was like 12 went out there and had a great fun time, was doing like flips and shit on the tube, like having a good ass time. He gets back on the boat and he's like, all right, Jamie, you're going next, right? I'm like, no, I told you I'm not getting on that goddamn tube. And he
get
was
on that
like,
shit either.
he's like, oh, I didn't know you were scared. I'm like, get on the fucking tube, man. Fuck.
I'm gonna stand on it.
I had the greatest fucking time of my life doing that shit. Surprised the fuck out of me when we got in the Twitch comments.
Every white person becomes Michael Phelps when there's a gator on their ass.
I can only imagine.
Right, and we become the same boat.
But one
We're
thing-
running from the
but one
cops.
thing-
But
I
I
will-
can't run in water, so
I
what
will
the fuck you
admit,
want me to do?
I will admit the one thing that I have always wanted to do, and I still will do one of these days, is wear that fucking squirrel suit and fly through the damn. You know what I'm saying?
That has a really high mortality rate, though. That's one
I
of the
know,
big
but
dangers.
bro, that shit looks so fucking fun. Like I seen videos. This man had the camera, the GoPro shit on his head, and he just jumps off a cliff and he just like spreads his arms and legs and just flying around the fucking sky, bro.
Here's the scary part about that. I talked to somebody that I guess has watched videos and researched and all that. He was like, one of the scary parts is when you're out, you have a certain pose that you have to stay in. If you put your arm to your side, you're moving so fast that you can't put it back out anymore. So the minute your arm comes in, your whole flight pattern is fucked up. You're swirling, going wherever the fuck, and you can't control it anymore because you can't get your arm back out. And you will, if you hit a mountain, like your family won't have a body to bury.
Damn.
I was like, you know what? I don't need to do that.
Yeah, for real.
Like, not trying to discourage you, but in a way, I'm kind of
you got a
discouraging as
point.
fuck. Like, there is.
Oh, I'd be so mad at myself. Like,
From the grave.
Well, here we go, you guys. This is what it is.
You don't have to be mad at yourself for long, though. That's the thing.
Right, exactly.
Don't even get a chance to be mad at myself. Like, oh, I can't believe.
Because the minute you do it, you're spinning, right? Because you got one wing. So you're spinning and doing all this shit. You probably are too
man.
sick and scared to be mad. You're just like, well, fuck it. It was fun.
And so it begins.
Right. So, I mean, more power to you if you want to do it.
Well, hey, I'm on my way. God, it's been a while.
You know, you put your arm in and can't get it back out. You just close your eyes and start praying. Like, God, I'm sorry about that one chick I told her I would call. I never called her. Lord, I'm so
Praying fast as fuck before you die.
right.
Father, please forgive me for our sins. All right, I'm done. We can't. Death is not fun or funny.
Right.
We can let the Red Bull boys do that scary shit. We can contribute by liking the videos on Facebook.
Right, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah,
See?
I'm more than okay with living vicariously through people that are actually willing to do shit like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Oh, for
I watched the movie Point Break, which I don't know if y'all have ever seen that movie, but it's literally a movie about, you know, I think it's based off true events actually, but like people just doing a bunch of like crazy like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, part of that movie is like riding their dirt bikes on the canyon. That's how it starts, on like this little skinny like part of the Grand Canyon somewhere. And
Why?
it's thrill. It's a thrill, bro.
Why the fuck not, bro?
You know,
So-
I ain't gonna never do it. I can be thrilled enough over here. You know what I'm saying?
So, go ahead.
No,
Tim.
that was it. I was just saying. It's just it's a movie with a bunch of. It's just them doing a bunch of crazy ass shit.
So here's the one stunt that I saw that really made me question if I had any friends. Like I went through a period where I felt pretty alone after seeing this video because I really didn't feel like I had friends the way that this dude had friends. It was one of the Red Bull boys, Tony, whatever the fuck his name is, where he jumped out of a plane without a parachute after he chugged a Red Bull, and then he had two other skydivers jump out. After he jumped out, they had to catch up to him, latch onto him, catch him, and pull the parachute to save both of them. I was like, fuck no. And they were like, what if it was like your best friends that had to catch you? Fuck no. And they were like,
Hell no, bro. My homies would be talking
way
shit.
too much.
Yeah, exactly. Niggas would have me dying like, oh, look, yo, hey, look at your face. They'll be right next to me like, oh, look at you, look scared. I'm over here like, yo, come here. And they'll come up like, ah. Like, bro, I'm gonna fuck around and die. Hell no, bro. I would never.
Right, exactly.
By the way, were you talking about the original Point Break or the one that came out a couple years ago?
The newer one. It's still a good movie. Somebody told me about the movie and I watched it.
I might have to check that out. I never seen it.
It's a good movie though.
But when I saw that shit, bro,
Let Orion down, man.
I was literally sitting there and I was
My
like,
dearest apology.
I was like, well, I guess I don't have any friends because I don't trust none of these motherfuckers to catch me. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust jumping out of a plane.
Some of my friends are
Any
dumb as fuck too. I feel like one of my homies would catch me, but then he don't know how to pull his parachute. Then we both just died.
Here's the trick to it. What happens is when they pull the chute, because the chute's gonna yank on their body alone, so they have to have a tight enough hold on you to when they get yanked, they pull you with them.
Oh man, I'd be so mad. Like, all right, I got you. Pull the chute, and then they're like, whoop, like,
And they just yoink.
Drop your ass.
That's a fucking like, bro.
it was like, yo, I'm sorry. Like, they can't do nothing.
Right.
After that, that's just what it is.
They just hit you with that sayonara, bro.
It's been real.
That's
Yo, can I get your Xbox when you get back?
Yo, stay lavish.
You know, at the end of the night, at the end of the night when I'm always like, all right, y'all, be safe. Don't talk to strangers. Look both ways when crossing the street. Like all this fucking stupid shit.
Right.
Like, and most importantly, stay lavish. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do that shit to me. I'll be like, damn, all these years of me doing that.
I was gonna know, like,
is this my karma? Am I not supposed to tell people to stay lavish?
It's like, yo, just so you know, if God lets me, I'm hunting the fuck out of you and everybody you fucking
I'm
love.
coming for your ass.
Right. If I get the chance, you gonna take this ass whooping.
Right.
But I was looking at it and they were saying that like that's why they had two divers go with him, but the other diver was the camera guy. So literally, if the first dude failed and got yoinked or whatever and didn't catch him, the camera guy now has literally like 4 seconds before Tony hits the ground to like realize what just happened, go over there, grab him, latch on, and then pull and make sure.
I'm about to say, I thought he was like, because he got holding both hands with the camera. I was about to be like, nigga, what the fuck is more important, me or a camera? If you have the opportunity to grab me and you still got this camera and you just finna record me dying, bro, I'm haunting the shit out of you, bro. Everything that you ever had.
Your ass too.
Wait, hold on. What's the shit from Color Purple? Like, till you do right by me, everything you think about gonna fail. That's exactly how it's going. I wish a nigga would choose a camera over me, bro.
Yo, this shit was expensive. He's trying to like, tuck it in and shit.
And nigga, I'm expensive. Fuck you mean? I got a whole ass life. I had shit to do after this. Like,
there's a bitch down there waiting for me, bro. What the fuck? Nigga, I can't go down there and fuck my bitch. Like,
now I can't get no ass because you had to hold that fucking camera. Like, my dear, I'm sorry, it was funny.
oh shit. Oh god. Oh man. I do feel like if I didn't have a fear of dying like I do, extreme sports might be pretty fun. I could do some shit like that. Oh, god damn. What time are we at?
We're at 9:55 right now.
This is fucking. I'm at what time of the cast, but we're at 58. Oh man, it's been a good show. Think we're about that time. Any final thoughts or anything? Anybody?
This Twitch comment that he just sent us.
All right, so
What
the
just
Twitch
happened?
comment says, I'll read it out. So, how good friends are you really? Like, do you talk about things that really matter? Like, if one of you is having problems, are you able to talk truthfully to each other about it? Now, I mean, yeah, but the way that I've always have been is, you know, I just keep it real with whoever. You know, obviously people that I can trust, but I mean, like, you know, my friends, like my closest friends are gonna be more, like, I'm gonna tell them, I'm gonna be more detailed, obviously, with them, with the way that I feel about stuff.
Right.
You know, if it's just me and you, I'm just like, if it's just me and like, you know, someone I don't know and I'm just having a bad day, like, yo, what's bothering you? I'm just be like, oh, you know, just shit happened today and, you know, I'll be good. But, you know, since y'all the homies, like, yo, so let me tell you, so this bitch hit me up the other day. It was like, no, you know what I'm saying? And then my dumbass boss, like, you know, like, it's different.
Right.
But no, I mean, good friends, like having friends around, when my friends at home, that's how they are. Like, they just like to joke around and shit like that. I mean, granted, in a situation like that, as if, like, we're fucking skydiving and all that shit, like, I feel like they'd be just as scared as I was. So I'm sure that they would try to help me out. But the thing is that, first of all, whoever put three of us, me and none of my niggas ain't never did nothing like this. You could put all three of, you could have put each other's, like, whoever did that is the asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna sign up for no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But now I would admit that if this was like a GTA type lifestyle and we all had 5 lives, or we could all just respawn, then yeah, they would all the time.
Right.
Probably.
So, follow up to that comment. I just feel like it's a general problem that people pretend and put on facades all the time. Are you real from time to time? And I feel like, yes, you're real, and your real friends know when you're real, but there's a time and a place, and there's, like, limiting your circles. Like, I explain this to people all the time. Like, just because Facebook say we friends don't mean we're friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with all this traveling junk shit going on. Look, I love y'all, but a lot of y'all ain't my friends. And I realized that. I talked about this on a previous episode where I talked about the fact that these bartenders will tag you in every fucking promo post because they want tips. They don't give a fuck about your life, but they'll listen to you while you're at the bar. Bartender, if your best friend's a bartender, that's who you tell your life to, like, we might need to talk about that. We might have a problem there. Unless that's just your homie and they happen to bartend, you go there, right? Whatever. You gotta limit who you're that real with and that vulnerable with. Because it'd be the same dudes that say they're in your corner that fuck you over later.
Very true.
How many dudes have found their girl in bed with their best friend?
Me.
Oh shit.
Damn.
I don't know if it's story time or cut
What?
the
No,
mic
it's cool. It happened years ago.
and that shit got real scary for a minute.
Is it cool? Because you answered real quick.
Like you were on it,
No,
bro.
you asked and I just replied. Am I not supposed to do that?
He asked more like a hypothetical sense. He just kind of like came out and
no, it's
a
really
real
good.
So it's better than hypothetical because it actually happened.
Right.
Bro, you move on. Hoes will be hoes.
Right, but you don't expect your friends to do that to you.
Oh, yeah,
a
you
bitch
don't,
is a
right.
bitch is a bitch, and if she's gonna be a bitch and fuck your homie, she a bitch.
Yeah.
But like for your homie to fuck your girl, like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta limit that close circle of people. You know, like I know people that are married today, and their very best friends aren't home or aren't at their house with their spouse unless that person's home. Like you wouldn't leave. Like basically, you wouldn't leave your homie at the house with your wife because, like,
Well, yeah,
like,
nah.
right? Or like, oh, you got.
But that's just a general respect thing. If I'm like, all right, bro, I'm about to go to the store, he'd be like, all right, we'll just chill here. Like,
nigga, no, get the
no,
fuck out.
nigga, you coming to the store with me? Fuck you think this is?
Exactly, bro. Like,
What the fuck you need to stay here for?
exactly. No, right.
What, you gotta watch the kids? She here. She gonna watch the kids.
Right. And if we're planning to meet up at my crib and you get there before me, wait in your fucking car.
Right, you get me? Bro, yeah, that's one
You
thing.
don't see my car, don't knock on my fucking door.
Exactly.
Don't
No,
knock on
no, that is one thing.
It's your girl, I'm pissed, and?
That's just a boundaries thing, and boundaries are set with everyone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I will never have a friend that can just come up in my shit. Not never. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. We've been friends for 27 years. You ain't no way that you got a key to my house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And ain't no way that, you know, if I'm not home and you knock on the door and say I'm married and shit, and my wife answers the door, she's like, no, yeah, come on in. No. She's gonna be like, hey, no, he not home right now. Come back in a little bit.
Exactly. Like,
And another thing is that if you really is my friend, you would let me know before you come over. You're not just gonna show up at my house. I would never, fuck that. Be like, hey, be that nigga like, hey, bro, you home? Yeah, I'm just chilling in the crib. What's up? Is it cool if I come through? All right, yeah, you can come through. All right, I'm at the door. What? What do you mean?
Nah, there's got to be a buffer zone. Like, it's got to be like 10,
Bro,
15
ain't no way you was just sitting. What the fuck was you doing this whole time? What the fuck was you just sitting in my fucking driveway?
Like, you got in your car, drove all the way over here, and didn't think to text me once.
Bro, like what?
What if I'm just sitting here butt-ass naked playing PlayStation?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's boundaries, and you know, boundaries is, like I said, it's a universal thing. You have to respect those. I would never do that when one of my friends. First of all, I don't want to know what you do when I'm not home, when I'm not over there hanging out with you. That's your business. I don't know what the fuck you be doing.
Right.
That's not why we're friends. Like we're not friends because I want to see what the fuck you do when I'm not around. That's some crazy shit. Whatever you do on your time is what you do. You know, that's what's up.
That's real.
Thanks. Right. Oh, we got another comment here. I've had a ton of acquaintances over the years, very few true friends, and if all are honest with themselves, they'd say the same. I feel like I completely agree with that, and I think that well, I'm gonna speak as a guy. I don't know about females. I'm gonna speak as a guy because this is what I know. This is not sexist. It's just this is what I know because this is what I live. I don't think guys need very many close friends. I can count on one hand how many people I tell my serious shit to and still have a few fingers left over. I don't have a lot of friends that are in that close of an inner circle. I've been groomsmen for people, and those people might be my groomsmen one day that I don't tell certain shit to. Not because I don't like them or whatever, but because I don't need that many people knowing that much detail about
Exactly.
my life.
This shit ain't everybody's
I got
business.
2 or 3 homies that hold me down, and those are people that I'm okay with in certain situations being real with, and at times even getting emotional with. My closest friends have seen me emotional. I'm not afraid to say that. Fuck it. We're all fucking human. We all have emotions, and you need to talk about that shit sometimes. But there's boundaries, and there's boundaries I set with most other people, and my friends know that, like, within that context, we can trust each other, you know? So you just have to understand where people are in your life and what relationship they're going to have to you. Not everybody's going to be your best friend. Not everybody's going to be your enemy. Not everybody's going to be an acquaintance. Like, put people in the right category and treat them as such.
I mean,
you know,
the way I'm just a basic respect kind of guy. Like, if you respect me, I respect you. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're right. Like, there are people that I have in my life that I trust, that I tell certain shit to, and you know, there's nothing wrong with acquaintances. You know, I go in a social house, I say hey to fucking 40 people.
Right.
That don't mean they got to know all the shit I'm going through. If that's the case, I can just get on the microphone and tell everybody my fucking problems. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing with that is that not everybody needs to know what the fuck I got going on, because motherfuckers gossip. You know what I'm saying? I can't trust just like you said. If there's 1,000 snakes coming through and they're like, hey, it's cool, 5 of them snakes ain't gonna bite you.
Let's just hold the door open for them 5 and hope that they get through.
Yeah, let me hope that the first snakes that come in there are them 5, the nice ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Muhammad Ali said that, except he said it a whole lot more intellectual than I just did.
Right, but I remember that interview. You're right.
Hey, Stretch, what we got on time, bro? I hate to be
we're good, man. We're good. These are final thoughts right here, man. So look, basically what I would say on that whole topic is like, there's trust but verify. Be very careful who you let into that circle, but once they're in that circle, like, my boys that are really like my closest boys know that, like, because of how close we are, like, I'll fight for you, I'll die for you, I'll ride for you, like, whatever you need, I got your back. But don't take that shit lightly. And they're only that close to me because I know they don't take that shit lightly.
Exactly.
They know I got their backs. I know they got mine. But that's why it's only a few of them out there like that. I'm not finna be out here promising ride or die for every fucking dude that I chill with or I'm cool with or get a drink with. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
Right.
Keep your circle small, but keep it good, keep it pure, and take care of those people. When you know somebody has your back, take care of them, bro. Take care of your homies that you know will be there till the end. So that's all I got. Shit. I don't think it's going to get more real or more better than that. I think that's a good note to peace out of here. Lavish Mike, any final thoughts?
Nah, I said what I had to say, man.
Mr. McDuffie, how you feel?
We feel great, man. Good. No more final thoughts.
All right, then.
All right, we out of here, yo.
It's been real, y'all. Welcome to another night of the fucking dark hour. We out.
Stay lavish.
Stay lavish.
Stay lavish.